Greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be the start of a series of videos that I'm going to start doing for the channel, in which we test ourselves to see how much we know about the games that we cover. So because we are starting off with Final Fantasy X, I figured I'd do a couple of videos on the Final Fantasy X quiz videos, see how we do. And based on the look of this quiz, I haven't seen the questions yet. How well do you remember Final Fantasy X? Judging based on the title, it's more likely for someone who hasn't played it in a while but has played it a very long time ago, and they're looking to come either back into it, or they're trying to see how much they can recollect on their knowledge of the game. Now, considering that I cover a lot of Final Fantasy in the channel, at least thus far, it's likely that we should do pretty well on this quiz, just, you know, based on the title and what kind of questions to expect. We'll see how we do. And yeah, let's go through this. Who is this mysterious figure? I mean, we know who it is. This is Orin. Chris Angel, he's pretty mysterious. Seymour's also pretty mysterious if you think about it. Spira, not even a figure. I am recording this video in the same day as I'm recording probably 2 other quiz videos, so at least 3 will come out, and then we'll see how they do. If you guys enjoy them and want more, I'll definitely do some. I'll do some more. I saw like a whole website full of lists for these kinds of quizzes, so you know, there's plenty of content to expect with this series. What is Waka holding? He's holding a blitz ball, a power ball. That'd be a pretty cool name too. Hadouken. I actually don't know what a Hadouken and Kazawa is. I don't know what a Kazawa is, but I like how they actually say if you're right or not when you click it, so that's pretty cool. Who is this? This is Yuna. I mean, with that dress sphere, you could also argue that it's Len, but it's Yuna, because this is her Final Fantasy XII. I believe that's her dress sphere outfit, but I can't tell just by the top piece. I haven't played Final Fantasy X-2 in a while. Who is this man? Guy Fieri. That's pretty funny. Waka. I just like seeing the options as well. Richard, Willy Wonka, Guy Fieri, Waka. What is this creature called? Anyone who's a big fan of Final Fantasy series knows that Chocobo has been a mainstay. Although, you know, you can also go with Big Bird. They're both big yellow birds. The actual Big Bird and the Chocobo, what I meant to say. What is this group called? They are Al Bhed, Mystery Men. What attack is most effective against this flan? It is an ice flan, so it is the fire spell. Who is this charming fellow? Pink Floyd? Tidus. I see whoever made this quiz definitely is a fan of Tidus. Finds him cute, charming. Who is this motherly figure? I love the way they describe it too. Like their description of them as they ask the questions. Bebe, Lulu, Evie, and Morticia. I haven't played much of the other Final Fantasy games. I'll definitely get around to it for sure as the channel progresses and, you know, I start covering more content within the Final Fantasy series. I also have plans on looking at other universes as well and covering, like, you know, them more sporadically, but not as often as I would cover Final Fantasy stuff. But there is a lot of gaming universes out there that I really want to get into and sort of, you know, pick and, you know, pry off small little details. What is Waka doing? Definitely looks like he's trying to scratch his nose, but he is praying. If you're in Xanarkand, it is the blitzball sign for victory. Who is this man? I'm surprised you didn't put, like, who is this bully or something? Harambe? Yeah, right. Truman, Boros, or Jet? Whoa, what a Photoshop job. What is the currency in Final Fantasy X? Obviously, it's the American dollar. Look at the picture. Nah, it's the gil. I believe Square Enix, a lot of universes in Square Enix has the gil as their currency. I believe in Radiata Stories, which is Square Enix and Tri-Ace production, I believe their money is also called gil. Who is this fearsome beast? It is a Cactuar. I'd love to see a Cactosaurus. I believe Final Fantasy XIII has a very giant Cactuar as a boss. You could call that a Cactosaurus. That's pretty cool, honestly. But they are Cactuars. But I believe they're just called Gigantuars or something like that. But I'd love to see it called the Cactosaurus, if I'm being honest. So, which of these moves is most effective against the zoo? Now, I believe the zoo are the creatures you find in the Beacon Island. Wait, the zoo is one of the tricky enemies at the very beginning of the game? I thought they were the big black birds from the Beacon Island. Why is it saying it's in the beginning of the game? Well, anyway. Oh, no, but that's a Garuda though. Anyway. Or the zoo could just be like those very tiny birds, but yeah, it could be just a tiny bird. It's like the ball birds, but it's blitzball attack. I'm not familiar enough with like names of fiends. That could be an idea for another quiz video, actually. Who's this character? This is Riku, although she kind of looks like a Bonnie. Now that you put up the name Bonnie, I was like, could potentially have passed for a Bonnie, but it's Riku. What is this place? The North Pole? I mean, yeah, it's pretty cold up there, you know. Airship dealership. Guado farm. What's a Guado farm? What would the Guado possibly farm? Like crops? But isn't that a little bit Like, wouldn't that be like against their nature because they grew up in the forest? So prying things off of the forest might not be the most ideal thing. So anyway, it's a temple of Yevon. That's why I'm saying I just look at the options and, you know, sometimes I'm wondering like what goes behind these kinds of options they give. What is Yuna doing? Feeding the Jub fish. What's a Jub fish? I wish this was the answer. That'd be so funny. Like the Jub fish gives you the ability to walk on water as long as you feed it. Ice skating. Scouting for sins, sending the dead. Imagine ice skating with the bare feet. That would be quite the talent. Who does Tidus claim to be? I'm gonna let a clip answer this. So,
star of the Xanarkand Apes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
What is Riku's special ability in battle? Her specialty is actually very often used in much of the harder battles, like against the Dark Aeons and Penance and the like. So yeah, her mix ability actually ends up being clutch, even though I don't use it enough, even though I should be, just to get accustomed to its ability even more. Which is true about the level up systems. Ooh, okay, anyone can learn spells, anyone can increase their attack, everyone can learn everyone can learn the same ability, all of the above. They're all based on the exact same sphere grid, they just start on different areas of it, so it's all of the above. What scandalous thing is hidden in all temples? Gas-powered sticks? Huh? What? Blitzball, Machina, and candles. Now, a lot of how the Cloister of Trials work is based on Machina. Like, you look at Pavel, you look at... I mean, I think all of them. I think just the use of, like, spheres and everything, I believe that requires the use of Machina, so... Which is ironic, considering that the Yevon... I mean, Yevon doesn't ban all Machina, just the ones that don't benefit them, I suppose. How does Yuna feel about marrying Seymour? Totally psyched, meh, terrible, nervous. It could honestly be either meh or terrible. Like these, to me, these both kind of indicate similar things, but it should be terrible, right? Yeah, I was like, when you say meh, it's kind of like you're indifferent about it, but terrible is like, yeah, even though she doesn't actually express it like completely that it's terrible, but you just see that her, like, she just balls up her fist really hard when she kisses him on the altar. I guess that was the big enough of a giveaway, but it's also a bit of a subtle detail. What is happening on this in this picture? He just won the Blitzball Championship. He tried to walk on water but slipped. Tidus washed up on Besaid. He is doing water yoga. Wait, what? It can't be any of these. Really? Because I thought I'm remembering... I feel like this is wrong. Like, I know what I think the answer they meant to put in was that they just won the Blitzball Championship. But that's not right, though. It's definitely not that he washed up on Besaid. He's not doing water yoga. I swear to God, if the answer is doing water yoga, I'm actually gonna, you know, I'm gonna cry. I thought this bit happened when, like when they were going to Luca, like going towards Luca. I'm gonna go with this. Wait, really? No, that's not right. Because this is, I thought this was in Luca. Tidus just washed up on Besaid? No, this can't be right. If this is the picture, that can't be right. Nah, I don't believe that can't be right. Let's move on. I protest question 23. But again, like there's no way. This has to be when they head toward. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Let's just move on. What is this fiend about to do? Explode. It is about to take a picture. I mean, it's got the face for it. Fiery hair, fangs, sharp eyes. You know, it's good for a picture. How do Yuna and Tidus feel about each other? Clearly, they've never met, considering they're embracing so closely. They're really just trusting of each other so much. Yeah. Who is Jet to Tidus? A bully? Where's the bully? Bully? No bully. Okay, well. The real answer should be bully, but I guess if we're going biologically, yes, it's his father. How does the party get around at the end of the game? Oh my gosh, imagine riding Anima. They'd go underground and then the arms would just hold them and then just travel through, travel throughout the world to get to where they need to. Airship. Flying Chocobo. It'd be pretty cool too, actually. Although I don't think Chocobos actually fly. At least they don't naturally fly. I think they can fly, or at least they can jump like pretty far, but they can't fly. What is the name of this Aeon? This isn't even from Final Fantasy X, but it is Shiva. The ice. It's the ice. What is Kimari's greatest shame? It's his broken horn. Broken horn. I believe this was pointed out by Yankee when he was like hyping up Iran when their impending rivalry, which leads down to their fight. His white hair. Yikes. I mean, he's not that old. I think he's like 25 in game. That's pretty funny though. Where does the party acquire Valefor, the first temple in Besaid? Seymour's Narnia. Sometimes just looking at the options make me laugh too. It's pretty funny. What is Yuna doing in this picture? She is summoning. Yeah, she's setting the temple on fire. I like it. Why are Yuna and her guardians called traitors? Because they attacked and killed Seymour. They killed him. It's not because he's much more notorious after he dies, but yes, the party does technically kill him in battle, which is kind of strange. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of battles where you take them on, like they don't, I guess they must have been really strong enough that they managed to actually outright kill Seymour after defeating him in combat, whereas like a lot of others kind of like just get really fatigued or get really weak to the point where they're almost dead. But I guess with Seymour, he just straight up dies. What heartbreaking secret is Yuna keeping from Tidus? Now, yeah, she will have amnesia. She will grow extra fingers. Man, that's pretty heartbreaking. I'd be pretty upset if somebody grew extra fingers. Like, my heart would be broken. I'll be emotionally broken. But yeah, she does know she will die. Who is the first in the game to summon Anima? It is definitely Ash Ketchum. Like, look at this guy. He looks like a Pokeball. A Pokemon. But it's Seymour. And then Yuna later, if you guys choose to acquire Anima and get the secret cutscene about Seymour's mother. Which you should, to figure out how Seymour became to be the person that he is, that we all know and hate. Some of us love. What is the horrible secret of all of Spira's leaders? They are all cousins. They are all undead. They never like pudding. They take turns wearing the Sin costume and destroying villages. Imagine that. Like, Sin is just one big costume and they get in this like this main chamber and like they start controlling it. But they are all undead. Well, technically not all of them. I think Kelk Ronso's the only one that's not. No, Wen Keenock's also not dead, but yeah, Maester Micah and Seymour are all undead. Maybe most Maesters of Yevon choose to be unsent later on. But 97%, what's the average score? 96? How can you get, you missed one question, 97, you missed two. Oh, well, most people, okay, so my guessing is most people get that question wrong with the picture, which is why I protest on that. But anyway, let me know how you guys did, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos such as this one. Sorry, I'm still like going through my head over with that one picture question. And anyway, if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to leave this video a like. And if you guys want to set up your own quizzes and challenge me on them, and I will make videos on them for sure, you guys can suggest them to me in the comments, or even join me up on my Discord. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm going to try and be more active on Discord so we can have more conversations outside of videos. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and I'll see you all soon.